So I am back here with again another video about the PS2 model 3286. Wasn't expecting to do another video so soon about this. Well, as soon. Eventually it was going to come but the thing is, I had got something, some things pretty, nice in the mail for it, which I'm kind of torn about actually. But hear me out about this. So we have a 2 gigabyte compact flash card, and this is a lot more special. It is a XTCF board. So in the last video when we were doing the 3.1 Windows 3.1 update, how much space I still have on this hard drive, which still works. It's fine. And I'm torn. I'm torn because the original thing, like even in the original video of this machine, was, I'm keeping it somewhat original for the hard drive because you can't get you really can't get another hard drive like this. You can't get another cable for it like this. The PS2 is this one especially. The only power that goes to the board is through these. I mean, that's proprietary. That's not an ATX form factor. That's not ATX. What am I talking about? AT form factor for the power. This is all for this machine, and all of the drive. The drive is getting its power through the cable. The floppy drive is getting its power through the cable. So yeah, at this point, actually, I had just a weird thinking about this, which would not work at all. So I'm not even going to say it. So anyway, so let's get this in there. At this point, I did the upgrade to Windows 3.1 on this guy. This is going to be a base install. I'm going from scratch again, but now I know all the pitfalls. Actually, I'm doing it over and over again. You know what the pitfalls are. And the thing is, like, okay, so I can install DOS 6.22 on here. Fine, that will work fine. I know that. After that, I cannot install anything else from the floppy drive for whatever reason. See my other videos about, this machine to see, the problems that it has from doing that. Man, is that bent or is that? Okay, you know what? I got sidetracked. So the next thing would be to install the install the network entirely, booting from copying it from a floppy that's booted from a DOS floppy, and maybe we'll go into that again. Maybe, I don't know. But then after the network is installed, I can install Windows through the network. So. And, there's no drivers necessary for this. It just needs to have the set blaster stuff installed. The other thing in there right now is the network card, which, it's an Etherlink 3. It is included in the drivers for DOS networking. And, yeah, you know what? I think I'm golden at this point. So let's just pop that card in and let's get cracking. So, there it is, flapping in the breeze. I really don't like that, but there's not really much I can do about that. There's nowhere to attach a back pain to it, so it's just gonna sit there and hopefully not fall out. I've also removed the cable for the internal drive, staying in there, definitely. And the cable staying in there, definitely. So, you know, if I ever want to go back to that 20 meg drive, weird little thing that it is, you know, it can definitely be done. So at this point, you know what, I did not, you saw the dip switches on there, maybe, I don't know. But I did not change it. It's at like 300. Its default is probably the same address and IRQ as what, you know, the onboard controller maybe has. You know what, let's fire it up. I did not turn it on. That is not normal. All right, well, I'll see what that's all about. All right, so I took the other cards out. This seems a lot more stable on this top ISA slot. Took the other cards out for now. See what happens. It's quieter. You know, all you hear is, there you go. There you go. Let's see if we see the ROM. Well, it's probably gonna, okay, yep, of course. Continue, F1, ROM, please. There we go. Oh, transcend, yep, 2 gig. All right, well, you know what? That's perfect. Perfect. So let's get these drives in, these other cards in. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with that bottom ISA slot. The only thing I can really think of is that, like I said, it was actually flapping. So, you know, with the, you know, the other cards actually have a back, you know, that you can screw that in. So that should be a lot more stable than just having that stuck in there just as it is. So, you know what? That is an awesome sign. That's really good. Getting that sound blaster in that bottom was a hassle. That was a hassle. So there's a few other things. I mean, this is a much nicer arrangement too. Biggest card on the bottom, medium, and then the smallest. So everything is a lot more, instead of having it the other way around. So there's other things that's happened with this machine they're minor things, but it's kind of sad because there's less originality or less original parts of it. Like I said, the first thing is, you know, taking off the drive. 2 other things. I needed to break the bottom plastic off of, that cover, because, I mean, you have to break it off. I mean, that's been there since the beginning. There were no cards in that slot, and, well, I needed to use it, and you can't reattach it, so all you have left is just a bog standard bracket, which that one is pretty old, actually, as it is. Last thing, and this is just for ease of use, you know, these are the original screws, you know, that are used to put the cards in. That's so much harder to use than just traditional, a Phillips screw. You know, these were so much easier to get in. Now let's see, let's power it up and see if it was just because the card was in a slot that it didn't want to do, or if the other two cards are messing with it. I'm hoping the latter. Or the former. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, that looks good. So at this point, we can actually start DOS. DOS. I'm gonna have to restart because... No, I'm not. Because the F1 is stopping the continuation, which is really nice for me. I can actually put the disk in. And now let's press A to boot from floppy. It does it by itself. Well, okay. You know what? At this point, hopefully it sees the compact flash, because I was expecting it to no, it boots from A first. Good job. Good job. Spoke too soon. I need to let the ROM go first. You know what? I'm gonna reboot and hopefully catch this in time. Get the ROM in. Oh, I didn't even see that. And have the ROM boot the A drive. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna get that on camera. I'm gonna have to get the ROM started first, because if I have a disk in there, the ROM's not gonna start, and I cannot do that fast enough. So, 1 second. There, I got it in on time. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the ROM needs to start. Okay. Actually, I'm kind of curious now. Will I still have those problems with the floppy drive? Blue light is on, flickering. That is cool. See DOS. It didn't tell me to format or anything. I did not do Fdisk or anything. Floppy drive sounds a little weirder, too. This is a little interesting. This is a little interesting. But reading from floppy, and I saw the blue light flickering to say that it's writing to it. For some reason that seems a lot slower. I don't know if I finished my thought about having it like mess around with reading from floppies. There we go. It is writing. Let's see. Oh, at the end of it, I'll show you if it actually boots. Going back to my thought, I'm so sidetracked on these things that if it would read from the floppies when booting from an operating system. There we go. I can say that now. Anyway, so yeah, this might take longer than installing to this drive, because yeah, like I said, this floppy, it sounds slower. It sounds slower. So well, we'll see how it goes. but it is actually going. DOS has installed. Remove the floppy. That took longer than usual, but okay, so I do realize that there might be a oh, there we go. There might be a problem, or not a problem. This yes, F1. This has a the ROM for the compact flash. Let's see. I might have to do an MBR thing. An F-Disk MBR. That seems about right. Alright, you know what? Let's try this. So I'm booting from the floppy again. Actually, I am curious to see what the F-Disk thing says too, because would it have been formatted? Would it have been formatted at this point? I'm just gonna exit out of this. F3, exit, yeah, F3. So C. That looks okay, and it's going to be calculated. All right, yeah, 2. What does this show us? Primary DOS, FAT16, 2 gigs. That looks really good. All right, let's exit out of this. All right, well, taking the floppy out. Let's reboot. Boom. Huh. All right, yeah. Remembering stuff from more than a year ago might be more difficult now, but yeah. So you need to overwrite the master boot record, and yeah, now we're set for this. Crap. Now I need to turn on the Windows 98 machine, and because it has a floppy drive, and I'm going to get the network drivers installed, and yeah. You know what? The thing is, I really should get a USB floppy drive for the machine down here at this point. So I will be back when I'm starting to do the network install. Funny thing is, I already had the floppy to do the net installer already made and readily available. So let's gonna attach a network connection here, and let's see if we can actually read from the drive. Nope. Exact same thing. All right. Well, that's good to know. Well, I'll continue the network installer. Man, I really don't know what causes that, but yeah, I will copy it to the hard drive. Copying the installation files to the drive. Now there actually, I think there might be, I don't know, yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, a little LED header. Thoughts. Attaching an LED to go somewhere. That's not going to be tonight. Definitely not going to be tonight. But we can attach a. We can do that. We can do that at some point. Stuff is copied over. Let's take the floppy out. Let's do a reboot and start the install from the drive. Now, another thing that I'm thinking about with these videos is like, you know, why do it? Why do the videos? The thing is, I'm gonna be doing this stuff anyway, so why not document it? So it's not necessarily for anybody's real enjoyment. It's, well, I hope you're enjoyed by it at some point, you know, at least a little bit, but that's a lot quieter. And you know, like I derail myself every time that I start talking about something else when I'm talking about something else. But anyway, like, yeah. No, did I do that right? Do not run the full redirector. Yes. See, that's the thing. It automatically detected that I have a 3-com Etherlink 3. And that is just, incredible. I can't. I don't know how that actually works, because it is a 3-com Etherlink 3. I'm going to uninstall the IPX protocol and add good old NetBUI. I mean, old NetBUI. I mean, oh yeah, the IPX is not anything too new anyway. But NetBUI, I mean, like, yeah, we can do Windows networking to Windows 98, and that's completely fine. So let's have this all configured. Just reminding me about like how many machines that I do have that are running on like solid state, that I've moved away from, you know, spinning disks. I mean, obviously, you know, this one has an SSD. This one actually has an SSD. This one has a compact flash card. Well, that one has a compact flash card now. Oh yeah. This guy, Model 56, that I needed to take out of its place in order for it to in order for me to get it to 30. Well, that has a SD card. You know, this has an SSD. Oh, okay. So it's finished. And we're rebooting. Now, do I want to do something with that Dallas clock? Is it really needed? Pressing the F1, like, yeah, the time gets screwed up, but nothing else does. It doesn't lose any other settings except for the time. Is that so much of a burden? Does it not like something? You know, I'll start filming again when this starts working. All right, I think I figured out the problem. I mean, it's obvious when you think about it. The 3-com board is set to address 300. So that is set to address 300. Funny thing is, I can't find, like, okay, I know apparently these blue dip switches should change the address, but when I change the address, it's still looking at 300. So I'm confused, and I might want to contact the seller on it. But obviously there's a workaround. See, here's the thing: this 3-com Etherlink 3, plug and play, jumperless, boom. You know what? It's 300. Actually, I think you might be able to set it somehow with plug and play type of whatever software. Maybe, I don't know. But you know what? At this point, you know what? I still have any 2000 compatible boards which have jumpers on it. And funny thing is, I swear to you, I'm reinstalling the network client for MS-DOS. It recognized any 2000 compatible. Not only that, but it recognized Interrupt 3, IO 360. So, yeah. Oh, actually, at this point, I want to get rid of that. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, you can't have the boot device and the network card on the same address. Or, yeah, the same IO address. So, let me just try to use an any 2000 adapter, and I think I should be good to go. I'm gonna let this run. Funny thing is, another funny thing. You know, I had this set up. This is the same card that was in the AT&T 6300 before I switched it out for a parallel adapter. I can't find my printouts for these. I can't find it anymore. I should have saved it. I mean, it was a Google search before, but I don't know. I couldn't find them. Maybe I'm missing something. I was trying to look through my old video and see where I actually found this stupid information. My thing is, I found the what I wrote down for all of the IRQ and addresses for the 6300. That's the same card. I did not change the jumpers, so net is at address 3600. That's what you saw on here, but that's what those dip switches on or those jumpers on 3 and 4 are on. Yeah, that's address 360, which does not clash with 300, I mind you. So let's restart this, and our network should start up. And when the network starts up, I'm going to start the Windows 3.1 install over the network. Well, am I getting ahead of myself? No. That looks perfectly fine now. Yeah, go ahead. I'm not exactly sure what this does. I mean, like, okay. So, let's connect drive M. Reconnect it, startup. You know what? I don't think this actually browses correctly. And S230. What is the I don't know why I'm still recording. There's no reason for me to still be recording. PS2-30. Really, Matt? Really, Matt? You are not. Let's see. What is this? PS230. Hold up. So, don't know what that was with the plug and play. Because the interrupt request was actually at 3 that it saw, I believe. I had to manually put in the 2 in the setup. And look at that. M is the, yeah. So that is beautiful. Now we have M. There we go. CD win. I'm almost done with this video. I forgot a lot of stuff. Relearning what I needed to learn. But so let's go ahead and reinstall Windows 3.1 now from the get-go over the network. You've seen this before. Let's do a custom. Yes, let's go to Windows. So if Windows gets installed, everything looks okay. No, actually, no network install. That's interesting. No, okay. You know what? I've never had to do that. It will actually see the share because it's in DOS, and it should go to Windows, right? Right. Bloody well, right. Anyway. You've seen this before. Windows 3.1 is now set up. Reboot. And I'm gonna have to do change the autoexec bat file to do sound in DOS, but yeah, I mean, okay, so before, hold up a second, is this as blurry for you as it is for me? I think I need to get a new phone. Anyway, so like, one of the first signs of problems that I saw before with that other network card in there. This would never, like, sometimes not show up. And like I said, even when switching the blue for the address, it would still see master at 300. And, well, the network card was at 300. So you can't have two things at 300. So, so, like I said, I need to get the DOS sound driver going. Sound configuration, because not necessarily a driver. Everything has some drivers. And the thing is, to getting a sound driver in Windows seems like it's going to be a stretch. Because while there are Windows 3.1 drivers for the Sound Blaster 16, I have a golden sound and everything else. For Windows, it appears that it requires 386 processors. So, if I can find a 286 driver, or a driver that works in 286, well, protected, it's not real mode. What is it? I forget. Standard mode. If I could get a Windows sound driver working in standard mode, yeah, so that's that part. You'll see this buttoned up actually at the end, and that's basically it. I think I'm done with this machine. Just wanted to get this. I thought this was pretty interesting. That the NE2000 driver is just that much bigger than the Etherlink 3. Because when I try to run Wolf 3D right now, because it's the exact, I swear, this exact same configuration as it was before. I had network going. Oh, wait a second. Did I have network going at that point? Or was that server off? I mean, at this point, oh, okay, you know what? That's making me think. So, yes. Do not load the network. I'll probably do a, you know, whatever, what do you call it? A DOS thing, DOS menu, so that network doesn't start up when I want to play games. Oh, here we go. And sound. Working fine. So now you'll see this down in, actually, I know I really can't remember. I'm pretty sure the network was going when I tried to do this before. I'll have to look at the video again. Or it doesn't really matter. Or it really does not matter. Because if I want to play a game, I'm probably going to have the network drivers not installed, because it just takes too much room. It was like 4 something before with the, now we have 592K. All right. Yeah, it won't run with 400 some K Yeah, so final part. It's back in its home. And I do really have to think about this setup actually, because it makes getting computers in and out to work on kind of difficult. Next video, we're working with this guy again. Not going to say it's actually going to be productive, but you know what? It really might be. I don't know. I hope against hope. I'm going to be losing something, but gaining stability. Maybe. It's not a bus correction kit. I have not found that. So anyway, here we go. Turn that guy on. And no more hard drive noise with that machine. Seems like it's missing something. Yeah. Like I said, what was in the last video? I had like 3 megs left or something. So you win some, you lose some. And I know, you know, the BIOS, you know, should be put to like a 286 machine. But at this rate, you know what? The thing is, it's still actually still a lot faster than it was before. And a lot more space than I had before. I don't know why I put the sound to this machine, because I'm not playing any sound anymore. There's no 286 Windows 3.1 drivers for the sound. And see, can we get, is there an info for, oh yeah, there is. So it just takes a long time to get there. And I have about 2 gigs free, still about 2 gigs free. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's XTCF on a PS2 model 3286. Catch you next time.